My father learned carpentry in the 1950s in Ireland, and back then there was no electricity on site, so they used a lot of the old woodworking tools that didn't require power. My name is Kieran Brown and I'm a carpenter. It's specifically heritage carpentry, so I mainly work in older buildings. The one I'm working on now, which is 200 years old, it's one of the first homesteads in Perth. This was the original workbench from this house, which I'm guessing is almost as old as the house itself, but it's seen better days. It's in rough condition. This is my workshop at the minute, and this would have been the original, this would have been the first building that the original family had built when they first arrived. Here you can see where some of the kids had carved a name to this here pillar, and there's some of the original names from the families that lived here first, the Menzies and the Monroes. When I worked in Ireland with my dad, I remember he'd always point out really good craftsmanship. And at the time I didn't notice it as much as I do now, but when I did start doing it myself and realizing how much work and effort and skill went into making something as simple as like a window or a door, and especially back 200 years ago when like they had no power or machine, everything was handmade, and just the length of time and effort and the skill that went into making these simple things, just the quality of the wood is just, you'll never see it again. So this is an example of a window that I made about 2 months ago, and this is a window that I restored, and that's probably almost 200 years old. All the woodwork in these houses would have been from forests they call old growth, so they had like 100 to 200 years to grow, and they were the strongest trees that survived. So, and this is the old growth pine, this is the new growth pine, and if you can see the tightness of the annual rings, the end grain. So the tighter the grain, the more durable the wood. The pine that they used will last a lot longer than, like the windows I restore will last longer than the ones I have to remake from scratch. Actually, these windowsills are they're all black locust, which is one of the hardest, it's like the hardest wood out there. Yeah. So this windowsill was as good as the day it was put in. I prefer using the hand tools, as we call them, because it's very therapeutic feeling. It's nice and silent. You've got complete control. There's very little that separates you from the wood. Well, roughly this saw was probably made near the turn of the century, and it's one of the finest hand saws you'll be able to get, because during that time it would have been the peak of saw manufacturing. One of the main advantages of working without power is that I can work with my cat on the bench with me, and I'm not terrifying him with really loud noises. Being able to take the time to build something right. I can't make as much money as somebody on a new build site, but I think I get a lot more satisfaction from what I do. It's interesting, it's the history that this building has got a past, and it's been inhabited by so many people for a long time, and it's still livable today. It'll just continue to be used as a home for hundreds more years. So I like that. I just like being part of like a long section of time in history.